Hello everyone and welcome to this handover video for our KX27-4 3-ton excavator from WHC Hire. This video is dedicated to help you get the most out of your machinery. So what we're going to do is help you familiarise yourself with all the different components. But to start with, what we need to do is make sure we jump into the machine safely and correctly. Follow me. Right, so first things first, let's get into the machine. Open up the door and secure it properly so it locks into place. Now we're going to use the handlebars on the outside and the inside for our 3 points of contact to enter the machine safely. Now when safely and comfortably in your seat to start with, the first thing we need to do is always pop our seat belt on. Remember, the machine might not start or move without that seat belt engaged. So welcome to your operator's cabin. I'm going to take you through absolutely all the different components and what does what. So let's start with our pilot controls. I'm going to drop my armrest for this one. So on the left hand side we've got our left hand pilot control, and this controls the arm of the machine. So pushing the control away from you will extend the arm out further. Pulling it back towards you will bring the arm closer to the boom of the machine. And then turning left and right will allow you to pivot on the spot, turning the whole machine on the axis that it's currently sitting on. On the right hand side, we've got our right hand pilot control, and this controls the boom and also the bucket of the machine. Pulling the control towards you will bring the boom closer to the excavator. Pushing away will extend it down and further away. If we pull the control to the left, that will cradle the bucket inwards towards us, and if we push it to the right, it'll uncradle and open the bucket outwards. And just on top of this pilot control, you got your excavator's horn. And those are your pilot controls. Now let's have a look what we've got in front of us. Right in front of us is our track levers. We can push these forward, allowing us to move the machine forward and pulling it backwards. Also, just be aware of which direction you're actually facing on the machine. Now down on the left hand side of that is our auxiliary pedal. We can lift this up and then operate any auxiliary output that we have with our left foot. Now down on the right hand side is our boom slew. We lift up the pedal like we did on the other pedal, and then we can slew the boom left and right, enabling us to work up closely and tightly to buildings or other structures that may be in your way. Now coming back up, we've got our heads up display which shows us our fuel, our oil temperature, as well as our hours, and then we've got some display controls there also. Now above that is our quick hitch bucket controls. If you haven't yet seen the video on how to operate the bucket, then please feel free to scan the QR code inside the machine and it will take you to a tutorial step-by-step video on how to operate that correctly. Coming back from that, down on the right hand side, we've got our blade operation lever. Pulling it back towards you will lift the dozer blade upwards. Pushing it away from you will lower it down to the ground. And on top of your dozer blade is a fast track button, which is the little green button on top, which you can use for when tracking in and around sites. Behind that we've got our throttle controls. Push it backwards to increase or push forwards to decrease the revs. Now let's have a look at the controls that we've got on the dash. First is the ignition. Then we've got our windscreen wipers, our internal heater for the cabin, our lifting warning light, and a little bit lower we've got our headlights for the machine, our beacons, and an important button which is our kill switch, which we must ensure is pushed downwards so the machine can start. So that's all the internal controls that you're going to need to be aware of on this Kubota 3-ton excavator. Now finally what we'll do is show you where you can fill up the machine. To do so, we need to exit the machine safely using 3 points of contact. Right, to find the filler cap of this 3-ton excavator, you're going to need your operator's key, and you're also going to have to pop round to the right hand side of the machine. Follow me. So here we are down on the right hand side of the machine. What we're going to do is take out our operator's key and we're going to pop it into this lock just here, lifting and exposing the side of the engine. And just under here on the right hand side we'll find our fuel filler cap. Once you fill that up, just lift up the silver bar which is behind it and drop the bonnet down, ensuring that it locks into place. Now that the machine is fueled and you understand all the controls inside the excavator, you're ready to start your day's work. And there you go guys, that is a full handover of the KX27-4 from WHC Hire. Now, if you come into any more issues whilst using this excavator, please feel free to scan the QR code that you'll find inside the machine that will assist you with the most common errors, from changing buckets to how to depressurize and pressurize a breaker successfully. You'll all find it on our online vault. If you're looking for any more information after that, please feel free to get in contact with your local WHC Hire depot as soon as you can so we can get you up and running. Thank you ever so much for joining me on this video, but until the next one, take care and bye-bye for now.